Okay, check this out. Rubber butyl tape. Home Depot, $5.98. Last time I bought rubber butyl tape, it was in an RV place, and I think I spent somewhere $13 to $15 for it. Live and learn. Okay, so I've got my little table built. It's really, really super cheap. I paid like $20 for this table, so yeah, it's really super cheap. But it'll help me get my work done. I just replaced all the tape along the walls. The white stuff was nasty. Oh my gosh. It's covered in ants. Probably crazy ants. Crazy ants love electrical. But oh, that was nasty. Plus it's the original tape to when the RV was built in 1974. So I just went down and replaced it all. Like I said, this is high heat yield. So that'll be good, because I'm sure these aluminum walls probably get hot in the summertime. So what is it in here? It's 69. That's not bad, but I'm chilly. So this is my mess. We have rains coming. I needed to caulk this window. The wind just keeps tearing the tarp off of it. So, what's the problem? What's the issue? The issue is none of my caulks were any good anymore. So, what did I have to do about it? This one was still good in the tube, but it wouldn't go out the tip. So, I cut the tube open and poured it in a plastic bag, and then I did the old cake decorators trick where I twisted the bag, cut a hole in the tip, and put caulk over the window. And I just took all the tape off. So, you know, it's one way of doing it. I took the window in, had a new window put in the frame, so I will have to reinstall the window. And I got this stuff right here. See, where can I got this stuff right here, the molding, and put it along the edge of the door. So that part's done. And I also bought some weather stripping, and I did the screen door, the little, see, I see the sunlight coming in. That's not good. I have to figure that out why. Let's go check that out and see. It didn't have enough for this door. No, oh, yeah, I know why. Because this is bent. So anyhow, yeah, I re-weather stripped this, but that will still be a potential leak up here. So that's not good. And so we're going to have to do something about this right here, which is aluminum. Aluminum's not the easiest product to work with. You have to heat it up before you can bend it, and you only get one chance. And this is why. It will crack and tear. This is what was done by the EMS crew. And I put new weather stripping along the door. So that's done. And I need to finish tearing this up. I don't know why I never took it off, but one of those things, you know. So I got to finish tearing that off. And then I will start measuring my walls, or my boards, and start cutting them for support boards for the new wall. If the dog is barking, please excuse her. She is doing her job. There's some people back here that she doesn't know, so she's letting them know that she doesn't know them. And actually, we kind of prefer that. So anyhow, this is the weather stripping I used on the door. I didn't have a piece to show you. I went ahead and put it up the other day to try to beat the rain. But this is what it's like. It's hollow in the middle. And it's I got it at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. You can get this probably at any auto parts store. And I figured it would probably give it a better seal. And then for the trim along the door frame over here, it's really hard to videotape against light. Okay, for that black trim that I have around the wall here, that is this. And it either comes in black or silver. And I figured the silver would flake off, the black will just stay black. So I went with the black. And it's just an edging rope that you pop on. I did have to use my paint opener key thing to slide it down inside the edge so that I can open it up and spread it easier, because some of the trim wasn't exactly even along the doorway. I am removing the rotted wood around the curves under the windows. And I'm just doing that with an old flathead screwdriver that is just, I use as a prying tool now. And it's pretty much worn out and used, but it still works well for this application, I think. Yeah, there we go. And that was just screwed in there by that. So I bought some new replacement screws, and I'm cutting each board as I need it. I'm not pre-cutting a bunch of boards at the same time because I found that doesn't always work. I took the screws out of, there's a hole here. So I took the screws out of that. This screw is jammed. Of course, there's always that one screw, right? And who doesn't have pliers with it? Me! And these are the old screws, so I will replace them. I will drill a hole in the bottom of this panel so that I can screw on the bottom. And then I will use some wood glue on the top. Since this is really thin here, there's really nothing there but aluminum. And I kind of need it to be flush with this edge here. So I will just use some wood glue and clamp it down so it can dry. Well, my little cheap table is coming in handy. It's holding my board still while I can cut them. And I am cutting them with my Dremel Ultra Saw. However, oh, I could drop the blade more. Yeah, duh. Okay, I'll drop the blade more. I'm cutting it in sections. Okay, all my 3 beams are cut for this corner. 3 support boards rather. And down at the bottom here, right there is the screw hole. Right here is the old screw hole, and I pre-drilled pilot holes in the bottom of each piece of wood. So we will go ahead and install these. Okay, I have my 3 support beams in on this wall, and I have them wood glued to the bottom surface of this little wood frame out. And in the bottom, that one, I made the hole too high, so I just flipped it so I could repurpose it. And the screws I bought weren't quite long enough. Fortunately, I bought one of these little cheap packages, like at the $1.99 store, something like that. And it had the screws I needed, but it's 1 screw short. So, and I might need some more for some other areas. So I'm going to go to the hardware store, get another piece of wood, and some more screws. To make things a little more interesting today, my back door handle broke. So now I can't open my back door. Went back to Home Depot, got some more screws, got some more boards. This little table really is handy. Even though it was cheap, it is handy. Okay, what's not so handy is, thank God I have tools. Thank goodness. What's not so handy is the screws in this side were so rusted, I could only get one of them out. You can't even tell where. It was right here. There we go. It was right there. And I had to cut. I had to take my Dremel with a metal cutting blade on it and cut the other screws to get them a little more flush with the metal. So, you know, things should just be easy, but no. Then I had to go get the heavy-duty drill and my titanium drill bits in order to drill new holes. So let's hope I can get this finished today. I hope so. Okay, I'm going to go back to work now. And yes, I wore gloves when I did that because the drill bits themselves are very, very sharp. Okay, finally, I got the support walls done. And I do have my shop vac down here. I'll come back in a little later and do some more cleanup with it. But my corner supporting beams are up now for the wall. So I'm going to call it a day. It is getting late. Let's see. Yeah, twilight. I love the color of twilight though. So yeah, it's getting late. Time to call it a day. Time to put my tools away and come back another day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for your words of encouragement. And live the life you love. Bye-bye.